Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. And I welcome you to this afternoon exposition. Of course, you know, in a while we haven't done a serious exposition on those that was set up by Nigeria government to make sure they sabotage and destroy the activities and the effort Mazen Nnamdi Kanu had put in place. So today we have that time to do this very analysis, and it is very, very important that we do this because, of course, so many of you who are carried away today, you might not know exact, damage that these people are causing this struggle. You might not be aware of this damage that they are causing this struggle, and that is the reason why we must continue and never relent in the exposition of all these infiltrators.
Peace.
So,
to those,
the most important thing
peace,
is that
I will give.
I want you to know that what we are doing here, it is to expose the enemy. It is to expose the, and you have been following Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, following Mazen Nnamdi Kanu all this while. And since you've been following Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you did not pick up any lesson from him. You did not learn anything from him. You did not understand that there are many people that he has, he actually, suspended in this movement. People that supposed to be the people that will be in the forefront of this struggle today. He suspended them because of their illegal activities. I hope you are paying attention. Because of their illegal activities. How can you tell me, you that is looking at me right now, reading my lips, talking to you, that you are still in line with the activities of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, or you are still following the struggle that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu put in place, and you look at me right now, you tell yourself that following this infiltrator, following this deceitful human being, nude sharer, in Finland, manipulator in Finland, that you are still doing what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will commend when he eventually comes out? Or are you doing it because you never liked Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Are you doing it because Mazen, in between the lines, that things will be going this way and you cannot understand what is happening? Regardless of whoever that come to tell you the real story, the real truth, you will still be following them. Infiltrators today, they have been the enemy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The same infiltrator today went ahead, all the dismissed members that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sacked by himself, he recruited all of them. What does that tell you? And you trust him so much to the extent that, someday there are people like that have realized or have seen the light, that was working with him. And today they decided to say, no, we are not going to work with him anymore. Rather, nation. And some of you who has been following him blindly. And you go and be recruiting, you turn around and work with. That he told you that they are no longer to be trusted. And yet, will you trust that person if you still love him in Finland? Will you trust the person who is recruiting the people he refused to work with and saying to you, and you are telling yourself that be against what he is doing, and you've decided to go and work with? Friends, we are in a struggle. So since we are in a struggle, the people that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sacked, people that he suspended, Ekperima went behind, recruited all of them. And today, he is telling you that all they did something wrong. Some of them, they did not do something wrong, which means that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did injustice on them. It is not my word, but I am bringing you a preamble to what we are about to do right now, because it is going to come from the horse's mouth. And of course, if you check what is going on, first thing first, before we go into the studio, how can somebody whom you have caught red-handed in several occasions lying to you? Sometimes they will bring, just like they have brought so many pictures of old sit at home done in January. To tell you that everyone is now sitting at home, including the coastal region of Biafra, that they are all sitting at home. What does that tell you? Does that tell you that such a person is honest? Does that tell you that such a person has what it takes to give you freedom? Because freedom is like a heaven that you will achieve with truth and honesty. And that is the same thing we are trying to fight against Zoological Republic called Nigeria. Because who can never be sincere in their lives, and somebody is coming to now use insincerity to get you freedom, and you believe in them. Is something wrong with you? Are you okay? Now, before we go into the studio, of course, again that they have created government in exile, which I did exposition from the same day he announced it, where he also used his mouth to say that the government in exile they are creating, it might not be, it might not be recognized. Now there is a latest story, that is, coming up with this government in exile shenanigan. And I made it clear to you that the person who, and Simon came to tell you, he did not create a government in exile. He activated it. Which means activation of government in exile, which means it is that one of Owazurike Jiseti or Luena to Onde Mother. Hello? He activated it, which means, and he's telling, in whose footstep is he walking on? Of course, Owazurike. Now I want you to pay more attention to what I am about to bring to you as we go into the studio.
Trouble to those who want trouble. We will make peace to those who want peace, and we will give trouble to those who want trouble.
To that place, I want to tell you now what to expect. I want to tell you what to expect from this, video that you just listened to. what you are going to see here, because I want it not need to, go deep to explain it to you so that you will understand. And when you are listening to the voice, look at the actions, look at the facial expression, you look at it all. Because now, if I mess up this time around, I am gone for good. You will see it in the activities of that infiltrator. Pay attention to what he is doing. Now, listen very attentively. Let me see if you are able to see the video. If I bring it to the other screens, let me see how big it is going to be, because I want you to literally, I want you to see the expressions. So now what I am going to do, let me place that video on a bigger screen so that you will be able to understand what I am talking about. I will place it to the bigger screen.
Till the Biafra is recognized, people thinking that
now, I believe you can still hear me. I believe you can still hear me. Let me now show you exactly what I am talking about. I hope I am still coming out. Somebody confirm for me if you are watching. For you to know that everything that this guy has been doing, it is all about trying to lie to you. It is all about trying so that you will go and check if this guy is really Igbo blood or if this guy is really Biafra blood, before we will be dealing with Fulani, and he will be acting as if he is fighting for what me and you are fighting for. If you look at it, if you talk about the exposition does not make you a good person in this regard, because now if you see what Babangida said, it does not mean that they want you to have Biafra. They are doing it for their own selfish benefit, for what they are going to benefit. Whenever they try to act like they are giving voice to bringing voice into what we are doing, that is exactly what we are actually seeing here. Now let us go there. Read the body language, read the facial expression, and discover that this is a busted person. He is busted. Now, let's go.
They are not going to die. Those who kill other human beings, those who kill other Biafrans, you will pay on us.
Now, he talks about those who kill other Biafrans, those who kill other Biafrans, that they will never go unpunished. Now, let me show you the latest development. Latest development with regards to what he is saying. The reason why he is saying it, he knows that his boys, the boys that he kept on the ground, that he's using to siphon your money, the criminals, not actually boys, the criminals, they have killed again. They have killed again. And because I don't know how you will be able to see it. Now you will pay attention to this video that I am showing you. Pay very good attention. Pay very good attention. You see? Did you see how they wasted this able-bodied Biafra? It is his boys. He went to join them in the name that he is joining ESN. When he discovered that it is not ESN, he decided to denounce. They killed him. They killed him. Those who are killing. Because they know that if this guy move away from that place where they are, he might be exposing them. They are not even sure whether he is going to be exposing them or not. But they just gun this guy down. And you will tell me that these people are fighting the same cause that we are fighting. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they claim that they are under his leadership, categorically made it clear that if you continue to kill our people, Biafra will not come. That we don't want to have blood on our hands. You don't to kill any Biafra. We have lost 3.5 million and counting. That if we continue to kill, Biafra will not come. And somebody you don't know where they come from now continue going ahead, killing your people in the name that they know their secret. Did you see that guy? He is a brother, husband, father, uncle to people. They ended him just like that. Unarmed people. Unarmed person. Is it not cowardice? Act of cowardice. You know, every atrocities that these people have committed in our land, in the name of autopilot, in the name that they are fighting for you, and those of you whom they are fighting for you, we pay for their calamity. Those of you whom they are claiming they are fighting for, that is giving them their support, they will all take part and pay for every calamity and curse that automatically. Article, he Google it, he bring it, he does not know the full history behind it. He went ahead, he brought it back, and he started talking based on what he has learned, probably from my teaching. But let us hear from him before we go to how he was exposed. Before then, listen, give it like 60 seconds.
He sent a letter to the Emir of Bauchi warning him. The Sultan of Sokoto wrote a letter to the of Bauchi, warning him to desist from oppressing his people, but he does not obey your instruction nor listen to your word of wisdom. Here, Frederick Lugard was giving the Sultan of Sokoto accolade. He gives him accolade that he have wisdom and he have tried to advise the Emir of Bauchi. So he was actually praising him in this letter. I have therefore, I do not know whether he will oppose them and fight. No power or strength, save in God on high. This with salutation, received on May 1902. Are you hearing it? Fulani started from the beginning to deal with the British. They dealt with Lord Lugard. Why British was busy writing the history of Nigeria or writing the history of Niger area. They were busy cutting, giving themselves a haircut, a stylish haircut.
Because I know I made some against the Hausa people. Against the Hausa people, because they came in and they colonized Hausa, they emasculate Hausa, they now practicing tyranny. They are using tyranny on the Hausas. After that, that's when you started hearing Hausa Fulani. When they discovered this place where we are, there is nothing that is here that we are going to use to sustain we and you, because we are actually in this region because of some certain agenda. You are here to emasculate them. We are here for the resources of the South. Therefore, We are going to bring two of you together, and we are going to approach them through lies and deceit. That is the only way they will be able to manipulate those leaders representing the South. Now they came in, they lied, and they deceived them. They gave them room to have the amalgamation without you knowing they are eyeing that thing that is coming out of your land, to hand it over to these people who want to emasculate you, to give them money while they are trying to emasculate you. The Britain will be exploiting your resources because you will be busy fighting the emasculation, while Britain will be busy exploiting your natural resources. That is exactly what happened there. I gave you this analysis yesterday. So he went ahead, he went back to bring it back to learn from his mistake. You know, at least learn from me. You learn from us. But will you ever accept? But that is not the reason why I'm here. Let me actually take you straight to the reason why we are here. Okay.
They are using sophisticated weapon, AK-47 and machine guns.
Struggle we are talking about. It's as if our people are just like they are looking for recognition in this. And this thing has really been bothering me.
All right.
Just like what we are talking.
All right. Some people say I should refresh.
Contribute. This thing has really been.
You see what you are hearing now? This is a core autopilot. What you are about to see here now, a core autopiloted woman. And probably these are one of these in the Ogonoge chaff, those who are wearing hoodie like with Azoka and all these people. When you see them, they say Omoada. This is one of them. You know, now discovered whom this guy really is. And because she knows, I wouldn't say, you know, Two-Face that was recruited long time ago, he was dancing in the middle. But ever since the Nelly and Sima is sidelined, they recruited him fully, tell him to stop, you know, playing in between. He's now playing with them. The same person, she went after it, Eperima now came into a program very quickly, because she knows that what that woman dropped there is a bombshell. That anybody that is following autopilot, that the brain is still working intact, is going to understand and discover exactly what we've been preaching all this while. Now, let us listen to them.
Bothering me.
All right.
Just like what we're talking.
All right. Some people say I should refresh. Here we go.
Pay attention.
I may need to play it from here. Yep.
About
I'm gonna take before I show you some. Somebody was asking a question here. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, welcome to the program. Please, can you speak up, Biko?
Okay. Good evening, Mazi.
Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah.
Biko, there's something I want to contribute.
This
thing has really been bothering me.
All right.
Just like what we are talking about. It's as if our people are just like they are looking for recognition in this. And the way I'm feeling about what is going on is too much.
This is the new recruit. In fact, he's been there, but he was playing double agent. Added to call to this Nsima replacement. That is what she did. Now now I want you to watch how this Eberima, that is in front of them being told, they will be able to understand when somebody is playing a resist. Listen.
Form of the Afghan government in exile. Simon Iba got a meeting one day. Mas Simon Iba. Nobody can see Bruce here was Simon Iba. Story on America. Story on the to Munaya education. Story on the to Umwan who IPOB women USA who are under the leadership of Madam Bridget Ukaf. Simon Iba actually eating in answer. Here that this Biafran government in exile, Simon came last only. Simon was invited to it also, other people in fact. That from what this government is Jamaica road made that meeting.
First of all, I do not know who this woman is, but I want people to invite her.
First of all, he claimed he does not know whom the woman is. First claim, don't forget, we are taking a prima facie. First of all, he does not know whom this woman is. But we will continue to find out if indeed he knows whom the woman is. From there, we take it from there. Continue.
Tell her that I am playing her audio and I'm going to answer to the lies she have told here. This woman said that they invited me in a meeting where they are discussing how to form Biafra government in exile. That was a big lie. That was a very big fallacy. First of all, this woman should have asked question. The government in exile is... This group brought Dr. Onyise. Immediately I saw Dr. Onyise. I do not know who he is. He said his name is Dr. Onyise. Are you the Dr. Onyise that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacked? Are you Dr. Onyise that they say you are a very bad man? Are you Dr. Onyise that they say you are a serial betrayer?
Did you hear that? The one that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacked. Remember my opening remarks. Dr. Onyi said the one that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacked. Let's continue.
He said to me, well, you know, a lot of people are saying a lot of things. You don't know how many Dr. Onyi said there are there. And so I said, you know, I don't have anything against you personally. I don't know who you are. I have not done any business with you. But I have heard a lot of bad things about you. So, but if this group that I am having meeting with today brought you here, I don't have anything against you. Because the group asked me, do you want us to kick this man out of this meeting? I said, why should you kick him out? You brought him to
the group brought this man that was already sacked by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the serial betrayer. The serial betrayer. The group brought him. For you to understand that this group is Wazurike group, people might be knowing that, you know, that's why they started with him. They call him Onyise or Onyi 7. They started with him so that they will confuse the narrative. Pay attention.
This meeting, which means you trust him. So it is not me that will not tell you who to deal with and who not to deal with. But you are going to see if Dr. Onyise is a good man, you are going to see it. If he's a bad man, you are going to see it. He has not done anything against me. I have not have any dealing with him. So for that reason, Dr. Onyise should stay in this meeting. That was how Dr. Onyise stayed in this meeting. This woman who is lying here do not have this knowledge of what I'm telling you today.
Okay.
Dr. Onyise.
These are the people who told you that they are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacked. Disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu working with the sacked people, the serial betrayers, working with them, telling you they have not done anything to him. We are in a struggle. Have you forgotten that whoever that have wronged the struggle, are you paying attention when he tell you that Onyeto has not done anything with him to him? It means that we are using, personal interest to fight this struggle. Is it what the narrative, the leader who is languishing in the Nigeria DS decided to recruit them, and you are telling us that he did not do anything to you? Are you listening to yourself? Let us continue.
He was very happy. I told Dr. Onye, if you have another group you have, arrange them, let us have meeting.
Okay.
Dr. Onye say he was traveling, he was somewhere, and then when he go back, he will arrange meeting. So it happens that Dr. Onye say arrange the meeting. Are you working with Ndidamaka and Rosemary? He said, yes. I said, well, if you are working with them, I don't have problem with who you work with. Your enemy is not my enemy. But what I'm going to tell you is that anything Ndidamaka and Rosemary is not now. If we are going to make peace with them, it's not now. A lot of things are going on. A lot of things have gone wrong. So let us... That was...
Remember the person he is claiming is Dr. Onye said that he does not know, that he has not done anything with him. Having seen all these things that he is confessing here shows that this is somebody he's been working with. He just introduced him to you recently and claimed it was the first time he is seeing of mankind to restore the dignity of Africa. We are going to win because we are fighting a just cause. We are not relenting. But I want you to understand that this guy is the biggest enemy on our throat. That we can, we need to vomit him at all cost. Because if he continue to be there, the world will see us as if, we are playing games because of these stupid, brainless individuals who call themselves Biafrans that cannot reason, dependent on people to reason for them. The same thing that happened to our ancestors, that they gave in to Britain to amalgamate them to solve the budget deficit of Nigeria. And today we are suffering, as a result of that. They use our natural resources to solve their budget deficit. We are suffering, because of their decisions. And that is what somebody, you don't know where he come from. You don't know if he's a Fulani on a very, very important mission to Fulani in order to be here, to be fooling all of you. Because he knows he is going to enrich himself. And he will tell you or give you a middle finger at some point. And he is living, believing that his life is hanged in heaven. He cannot be reached. And he is using his propaganda to kill our people, our able-bodied men on the ground. When people are, protesting the Bubago militia that killed 14 able-bodied men, our future soldiers, in one day, he called them to sit at home. And he continued to take old pictures and showing you to say, these people sat at home. But we're going there. But let us, the facial expression, when somebody is busted, it is still coming. Follow and write down point. Your prima facie. Write it down. Those that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sacked, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, they recognize all over the world, across the nations of the world, that this guy called himself the disciple of this leader, and he went ahead. The ones who was sacked by the same to the cause of freedom that me and you are actually embarked upon. But let us continue.
What we discuss. The next thing is that I saw Rosemary. I saw Ndidamaka. I was shocked. I saw the one.
Rosemary, the people that refused to work with him because they could not share 25 million naira. Very well. Now, at the end of seeing them, you rejected to be in the meeting because you saw people because of one thing or the other best known to you. You refused to be in a meeting with them. But the one that you call yourself his disciple, the people he sacked, you acknowledge them, you are working with them, telling us they haven't done anything to you. But now, you refuse to work with the people that you have just misunderstanding of sharing 25 million given to you people.
One come back with, I was shocked. I said, what do you here with me? When you say, you know, I did not explain to you, I was thinking, I said, no. I cannot be in the same meeting with these people. And this attitude, when you say you have just displayed now, is not good. You don't do that. That I can meeting with Rosemary and what is it called? You know, with the woman. So they asked me, do you want us to remove and kick the women away from the meeting? I said, yes, please do. I cannot be in this meeting with them. They asked me, what about Mbakwe? Should they remove Mbakwe? I said, yes, remove Mbakwe. I can't be in the same meeting with Mbakwe. Not now.
Who does not agree, whom the Kanu, you know, does not agree with or is not working with, he can be in meeting with them. But those who does not agree with him, he can't be in the meeting with them. I want you to continue to follow the truth. Follow the enemy. Follow them. Now, continue listening.
And I left that meeting. I left. And then they called me back that they have removed them. I went back to the meeting. I went back to the meeting with Madam Azuka. Because Madam Azuka,
she went back to the meeting with Madam Azuka because Azuka is his backbone. After Nelly, because Nelly was there, you know, immediately they could not share money well. Nelly and him have a problem. For Nelly not to expose him, he threw a nude pictures of Nelly all over the place so that Nelly could not talk. Blackmailing her to the core that Nelly will shut up. Now you have seen there must be somebody that must represent Nelly, which is a woman that can go to people's, you know, brainwash them, tune them, those woman rapper, you know, that will come to fight his battle for him. The day Azuka will mess up, maybe nude of Azuka will be over the place again. That is how it is. But let us continue, because the evil that men do shall always dwell with them. Let us continue.
Was part of the meeting we had that led to that meeting. I said, why wouldn't Madam Azuka be part of this meeting? Because Madam Azuka was in the meeting that gave birth to this meeting we're having today. So if Madam Azuka is a bad person, Madam Azuka would have asked these people to kick you away from the meeting in the first place. He said, and is now not interest of Biafra, but the interest of the women. Onye say never had any dealing with Madam Azuka. Onye say never had, Onye say don't know who Madam Azuka is. Onye say decided that Madam Azuka must leave the meeting. I said, if Madam Azuka is going to leave the meeting, then there's no point holding this meeting. I left. Because I have seen that the people in the meeting are not genuine. The people in the meeting are not putting the interest of Biafra. After that, remember that before that meeting, the group we had, some of the group we have alliance with, Ndidamaka and Onyise has been bombarding this group to go out there and denounce our alliance. I am telling you, Ndidamaka, Rosemary, and Onyise, They have been bombarding the leaders of this group we have alliance with to go out and denounce our alliance.
Why were they doing so? Before you will continue, we are live, we are direct. Regardless of your place of domicile, it is 5 minutes on top of the hour. Regardless of your place of domicile, we are live and direct. Now he is asking a question. He said that why were they going to his back to actually try to sabotage their alliance? Do you know why? Because they are now fighting so that, because of course I told you, armed struggle is a lucrative business for politicians. Who is going to be in charge of this armed struggle? Because it is a business for whoever that is going. But so many of you, because you have dropped Bible and picked up cigarette, that is the reason why.
All the people we have alliance with, to give them their names of their commanders that they have formed government in exile. Is this woman aware of it? Dr. Onyise is not part of government in exile. They only brought Dr. Onyise just 3 weeks earlier, before that meeting. This woman,
make sure you don't go anywhere, because the same woman that we are talking about, the witch will call into this program. Will call into this program, and you will see how you will see exactly how to get away with criminality. You will learn from him, even though it is very obvious to see that he is lying, that the criminal is lying to get away with the criminality. I'm talking about those brainless individuals, bigots.
Have this knowledge. I am telling this thing because it is something that can actually be public. So tell this woman, is he aware? And ask the commander to give him all the names and numbers of his commanders that he want to control.
Said it failed. They are now looking for who is going to control these ones, because they know how much they siphoned when they have those few people that are stealing for them. They know how much they siphoned, so they want to be in, every of them want to be in the forefront who will control the militia. Truth is coming out.
Prime Minister of the government in exile.
Wow.
Dr. Onyise knows the cabinet of the Biafra government in exile. After I have announced the activation of
that, it was the first time he is meeting Dr. Onyise, and he asked Dr. Thin. Remember, he didn't know Dr. Onyise. He came into the meeting, or he was introduced to him. But Dr. Onyise happened to know everything. Everything. So let us continue.
Because they actually push her to come and start saying things she knows. So tell her to come and watch this particular broadcast. I'm going to lay curse on her if she did not go back to that program and apologize, because she have no knowledge. She didn't even hear my own story. She didn't even know what is going on. Which government in exile are you discussing? When you have
the Kanu never spoke about him. But this guy claimed that he is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's disciple. Never with him. Let us continue. Let us continue.
I want you all to understand that even as yesterday, Dr. Onyise called one of the leader of the group we have alliance with and told him, give me the names and the commanders or the commanders that you are not the owner of Biafra. We have formed government in exile. It is going to be in Washington, D.C. Who is Dr. Onyise? This is a serial betrayer. I must see how bad you are. So I want to play the woman. If you know this woman, go and invite her to come here.
Avid. Avid. Whereas Avid, American veterans of Igbo descent. In the Avid is now Avid they were last year. Because of Hagara, Avid Gara, White House.
We will bring it closer to you when it is necessary. We will bring it closer to you when it's time for you to use your capturing to capture the facial expression and all that things and the movement of a liar. We will bring it closer to you.
Some of this group, this outfit. How many cities? How America the outfit weapon because serving soldiers in America here.
Mm-hmm. Look at. They asked the woman to come and talk. I want to tell you today, these are the reason why I have ignored everything about the fake and betrayal AVET or whatever they call them. I don't deal with people that have criminally that are criminally minded people. AVID is a genuine organization of the Biafran veteran or whatever they call them.
You don't even know what they are called, but you saying they are the true people that is working for Biafra. When did you meet them? And who are those involved? Question for him to answer. But pay attention to what we have at hand now.
The Biafran veteran, how they call them. So this a man is called Sly. Sly is the leader of the AVID, and they have appeared on my program. These are the people I can work any day with. If they went to Washington and demanded money, what is my business with that? Are they going?
If they went to Washington and collected money, what is your business with them? But these are the same people you are working with. Which name did they use to go to Washington and collect money? Biafra name. And they collect money because this is unu na-emezi agbata or onye gbata nke personally ya tinaba. What you people are doing is that you can go and collect money from whichever politician or department you want to collect. As long as you still know that you cannot expose the activities of autopilot and their criminal. POB to siphon money and enrich themselves. It does not matter to you. You will continue work with them. For you to know the reason why this shenanigan is going on. It is all about the money. Let's continue.
Are they demanding the money to how America will tell you they want to give you weapon and do this? All these things are fallacies. How does that got to do with the government in exile? How does that got to do with Onyise knows the prime minister of Biafra government in exile very well. Onyise went behind the prime minister and connived with somebody called Nwisi from the United Kingdom. Make him a president.
Oh, the same Onyise, the militia group, to say that they should not follow you, they should follow them. For you to understand that these are gangs of thieves, looking to reap from where they did not sow, gangs of thieves. It is paying attention. Anything that does not put food or money in their pocket, it does not matter. Person who has accepted those that was working with you until 25 million came on board or 30 million came on board. Let us continue.
But I want to tell you, Biafrans, today that do not worry.
Now, you know what is going on. Onyise discovered that this one here, he came close to this one here because, at the end of the day, two captains can never sail on one boat. Onyise discovered that exile does not know a lot, that he knows better than him, and they were working together until Onyise now dribble him and went ahead to control the militia group. And at the end of the discovered that those sacked him because of his illegal activities. You continue working with him. Now, because he saw that you are going to hide, you have agreed with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But before you didn't agree. You can have meetings with him. You can dine with him. But immediately now, up again. Because I go to Nnamdi Kanu got pure ozododo. Or to go Giana, because as onyo shiu, yotago, art is here as the
cabinets are. You are going to know them. I did not. This woman said that I went and formed. I did not form Biafra government in exile. The government in exile is already in existence, and there is history.
Created by Owazurike. Who else? Is already in existence. 1999 and 2007. That is the. Let's continue.
Of it. And so how can people wake up and be lying against Simon Ekpa? Everybody going from one platform to another to lie. When you don't have the fact, when you don't know what happened. Is this woman aware that the Biafra government in exile have a history, that there are prime minister, after another prime minister came in, that what we try to do now is to give them the legitimacy of controlling Biafra land. Because Biafra is coming next year. When we give them the legitimacy, because one of the criteria for the government in exile, control of the Biafra territory, has to fall under the government in exile.
So he's trying to hijack this struggle, give it to Nigeria politician Hotelier. He wants to give the struggle to Hotelier so that while at it, he will be grieving and not understanding what is going on here. Let me explain it further to you. What is that? These people, and among others, those that we have been, sabotaging Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sidelined so that they will stop sabotaging him. They went ahead, recruited each other. All of them. But today they are all having problems. Because anybody who is not fighting for the restoration of our dignity will never ever last. Any group will never ever. This is a just cause. Millions of people have died for this cause. Therefore, anybody who is converting it into a business is going to, because it is a blood money that you are to know. That how their end will be, I laugh. Because how it is going to happen, you will be shocked. They have shed our blood, that if anything you use the name of this struggle to acquire, it is going to kill you. It is going to destroy you. It is going to disgrace you. It is going to even go down to your generation. As long as you are lying to the people, to the dead, to our heroes.
I have no knowledge about that. Which meeting did Simon Ekpa left? Simon Ekpa went and announced what Simon Ekpa is announcing.
It's now becoming as she claimed. But those are the people he's always in a Zoom meeting with. Let's continue.
Look for a way to contact any of the Umada to reach me and ask me difficult question to know what is going on.
He said that he moved ahead fast to that woman reaching him and asking him difficult question and see if he answers those difficult questions. Let us just move straight to that.
When you say, you on your own, go ahead. And sold lies to them. if actually what he's saying is from Onyise. Exile. Why would this woman, is she a member of government in exile? Honestly,
this is what I am telling you before we go there. That one day these people are position mongers. Position mongers. Once they call them, I am going to make you a prime minister. I am going to make you a secretary. I am going to make you this and that. They will be carried away. The same will take place to solve the budget deficit of Nigeria. That is the same problem that we are facing today with these infiltrators. The same problem we are facing today. They will use position to lure you, and when they lure you to, because you don't have any place to be, you wouldn't have a choice other than to either you turn against them or you kill yourself. Let us continue. Let us go there straight.
The level of lies and sabotage and desperation for power, or in most of these people.
You see what I am saying? Desperation for power, the power mongers. The level of desperation for power. He knows that people are desperate for power, that they don't even know how to be in power. That is what he is confessing. That is what he's using against those Efulefus. Because they are desperate for power. And he's using the same thing they are desperate for against them. Now let's continue.
From Avid, from real Avid. You know, when you have the cabinet of Biafra government in exile, in existence, hey, it is not like that. It can never be like that. There is a new sheriff in town. The business as usual will be blocked or die. So what are you telling this woman?
That they can use at the point. Simon, I'm a walking door now. American Simon. Because of even the defending Simon. And Simon is disappointed to even lately. What's the point to lately?
All right. Thank you, but
maybe she is looking to become a minister of finance of Biafra government in exile, because I do not know what she's doing in a meeting of government in exile. If the meeting is actually joy one of Biafra.
Now, before I will bring him up, and I will go down. Before we go down, I will bring him up and go down to small screen so that you will be seeing the facial expression when they hit the point. They hit the point where it's supposed to, expose him to his gullible idiots. Before now, or Konjo, even if he's speaking Abakaleke language, you will still bear with me that Abakaleke can pronounce Okonji. Not Okonjo. And unu na fan on a freedom fight. And he never told you that he's not Igbo. He said he's Igbo. And cannot speak Igbo. Was he born in Europe? Of course he was not born in Europe. People are from wherever he is. He went to Europe in 2003. In 2003. So why is it that he cannot speak his dialect? Dude. But this dude is a Fulani boy. An agent sent to ruin what we are doing. If you doubt it, to look for where he come from. You are here calling him, he's claiming the disciple of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Fulani will always remain truthful to Fulani. Whether they are having mother of Igbo, whether they are being fathered by Igbo, as long as Obara Fulani is in them, they will never cease to exist, that blood of. It's not a conjure. Hey, Tofiakwa. Let us continue.
That is a promise. They say, come and let us make you Okonjo Iweala of Biafra government in exile, because the thing is like really eating her up. So I do not know why she is. If the meeting they invited me was Biafra government in exile, I don't know why she's in the meeting. Did she want to become the prime minister, or did she want to become the Okonjo Iweala finance minister of Biafra government in exile? Because the thing they would take here, the thing they would take here.
Let's go there.
You know. All right. Like I've just said to you people, I think I have just wasted a lot of time, but it is good to address.
Say, call that woman to ask me any difficult question you want to ask me. Any difficult question you want to ask me. Now we will find out any difficult question that she want to ask her. Ask him if he is able to answer those difficult questions or not, or trying to downplay it. Now listen.
For those who want to listen to lies and all that. So I want this woman, please, if you know this woman, tell her to call.
Okay.
Tell her
that he is willing to take any question. He can even tell Dr. Onyise to be on the side, asking her, telling her what to ask. That is ready to answer those questions. Now, let's see if his word is
really pissed off. At this point in time, we are in this struggle. Person like you that have contributed immensely.
This is a Janjaweed. His fellow Janjaweed called first before the lady will call. I want you to listen to his fellow Janjaweed. His fellow Janjaweed. Those are the Janjaweeds that are on the side that will call to clear the air from Umuokoko, whom their spirit is, those I call spiritless human beings. People with no soul. These are the people when breeze, if wind come, it blows them this side, they go. It blows them the other side, they go. These are the people we are talking about here. Those are the people they want to, direct the narrative of everything that is transpired here. Even before the woman we call in, they want to now brainwash these people. Listen to that Eberima that is calling. Eberima himself. Listen.
That even the blind person can see. We don't need to have this kind of uninformed, mumulistic, fulistic, dumb woman to be talking trash publicly. So I don't need it. We don't need it. We need to have people that.
Check that smirk on his face. That smirk on his face shows you that a man that is busted. This is still a small baby smirk. You will still see a man which Biafran where Fulefu, you don't even know where he come from. A Fulefu. Is there anybody who told with a Berima toil with Biafran? Which Biafran is he talking about? This Biafran is Biafra Tabolo has suffered. Anybody who toil with a criminal is toiling with Biafra. Hey, Biafra is not into criminality. Biafra, we are fighting a just cause to restore our dignity. Let us continue.
This kind of people, we need to show her picture. Start out.
As if she know what she's talking about.
Are you listening?
Sorry
for dear fans, please. Sorry for my ad, but please.
Shut up and get out.
Maz, please, I'm sorry because you have tolerance so much. I'm telling you, I commend your efforts because of the things you are tolerating. I don't think I can be able to tolerate. I don't have the.
Now let us see if he has that tolerance that they claim that he has. Continue.
Listen. Kind of thing. But
thank you very much.
Thank you so much for all your good work.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, I have to warn all these people that anybody that insults Maz, someone insult Maz, don't hear Kachuku.
Thank you very much.
Listen, we don't need to be. Listen, we need to celebrate and protect our truthful hard workers jealously. Not all these saboteurs and the fulistic wolf in sheepskin. Shameless Money mongers.
All right, thank you. Let me bring another person. Oh, yeah, cannot speak on the grammar finish. Which one?
You don't choke.
Welcome to the program.
I'm on the line. This is I'm on the line. Yes, I learned you've been calling me to come and ask you some questions.
Are you the one I just played your voice now?
Yes, I'm the one.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
so
please,
now I have just.
I want to ask you. Please,
Okay, have you first of all? Please.
I'm going to ask you.
Please. I know you are going to talk. First of all, have you been watching the program?
Remember what he said. He is ready to take any question from this lady. Now he will start. Have you been watching the program? Does he need to, what concern watching the program and the calling in of the woman? Because you said the woman